Hi everyone. Okay, so last week we talked about my favorite type of workout to burn fat. If you missed the episode on HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training, check it out. This week we're going to talk about resistance training and why it's so important. So ladies, I need you to pay close attention here. If you want to see changes in your body, you have to lift weights. Now don't get scared here because I'm not suggesting you need to do some crazy powerlifting routine. However, I am saying that if all you're lifting are weights that look like these little 3-pounders, you will never see changes in your body. And let me explain why. When we lift weights, the muscle has to work hard to do that. It has to expend energy, i.e. burn calories, which is a good thing in and of itself. However, when muscles are required to work harder than they're used to, or in a different way, i.e. lifting heavier weights than normal, it causes microscopic damage to the muscle fibers. In other words, tiny little tears in the muscle. Now this may sound scary, but it's not. It's in these tiny tears that you wear out the muscle, forcing the body to repair itself and regenerate the muscle to a bigger and stronger form. Why is this good? Well, besides the fact that having more muscle in your body looks better aesthetically, muscle mass is a metabolically active tissue. So an increase in muscle mass means more calories are burned. In other words, if you have two people of the same age, sex, and size, but one person has more muscle on their body than the other person, as those two people sit on the couch and do absolutely nothing, the person with more muscle on their body is burning more calories just sitting there. Same logic applies to food. If you have two people that eat the exact same caloric content, the person with more muscle mass is going to burn more calories, even though these two people are eating the same amount of food. So in a nutshell, doing resistance training with the purpose of gaining muscle is a very good thing because 1, the contraction of the muscle burns calories. 2, when you force the muscle to do something it's not used to, it has to work harder, causing micro tears. 3, the body then has to repair itself and generate new muscle. And 4, having more muscle in your body has a plethora of awesome benefits, inclusive of enabling your body to burn more calories just breathing and being alive. Pretty cool. Now let's chat about the post-workout muscle soreness. Muscle soreness resulting from a workout is known as delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS, D-O-M-S. Typically, DOMS takes 24 to 48 hours to develop. Any significant muscle soreness lasting longer than 5 days could be a sign of muscle damage beyond what is beneficial, so please be aware of that. So what causes DOMS? It's a common misconception that lactic acid is the main cause of DOMS, but it's actually believed to be those tiny microscopic tears in the muscle that we just talked about. These tears result in inflammation inside the muscle, and it's the inflammation that is the main cause of soreness. All types of new exercise can cause soreness, but interestingly, it's the amount of lengthening contractions in your workout that may cause the highest levels of soreness. A lengthening contraction is simply a muscle resisting a stretch. For example, when you perform a bicep curl and you are taking the dumbbell from your shoulder back down to your side, lengthening the muscle, you actually use fewer muscle fibers on the lengthening portion than on the shortening phase when you lift the dumbbell back up to your shoulder. So with fewer muscle fibers, as you're going down, this causes those micro tears in the muscle, which leads to inflammation and finally soreness. So that's why fitness instructors and trainers want you to lower the weight down slowly. So bring it up, bring it down slowly to get the full benefit of the lengthening process. The good news with being sore is that it actually serves as a biological purpose during the workout recovery period. Your body responds with pain, so you don't overtrain while it heals itself. That said, when you're sore, this doesn't give you permission to just sit and do nothing. The best way to deal with soreness is to move those muscles lightly and stretch them in the days after the workout to increase blood flow and aid in the recovery process. Okay, so there you have it. Building muscle is a crucial part of creating a well-rounded exercise routine. If you're looking to lose weight and create changes in your body, it's non-negotiable. And ladies, I know many of you are thinking, I don't want to get bulky. So here is my response to that. You won't. If you want to see changes in your body in terms of real muscle definition, you have to use heavier weights. 5-pounders are not going to create biceps. I'm sorry to say it, but they won't. 2 more things I want you to keep in mind. Muscle does weigh more than fat, so when you're adding more muscle with a new routine, I encourage my clients not to weigh themselves on the scale. but rather use a measuring tape instead to track progress. The scale can be very deceiving if you're adding muscle to your body. Second, muscle sits underneath that lovely outer layer of fat. So sometimes muscle can be building underneath the fat and you can feel like you're getting bulkier, but give it some time. And as you continue to burn more fat, the beautiful muscle that's sitting underneath the fat will eventually expose itself. If you're doing workouts at home the way I described in last week's video, I highly suggest you go to a sporting goods store or to a chain like Gym Source and invest in a set of hand weights. With a little time, you'll be able to do certain exercises with 10, 15, 20, or even 30-pound weights, and I assure you, you will not bulk up. So I hope this helps, and as always, thanks for watching.